Dr. Umar Ifantunde is being accused of being a deadbeat. And I find that hard to believe because of how much he loves black queens. So much so he came up with this phrase.
Real review. Make some noise one time. Black queens forever.
Nobody's never! Nobody's never!
Him not being present in the home and being a baby daddy shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. He went into some detail as into why he never married his baby mamas.
When I look at the mothers of my two children, different mom, one daughter here, one daughter here. Could have married either one, but it would not have been because I thought I should have. It would have been because they were the mothers of my children. My daughter's mothers felt they should have become my wife purely due to pregnancy. And I told them I would not make a decision, a lifelong decision, about who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with purely based on pregnancy. I said we can continue to explore, to date. I would like to move in with you. We have to learn more about each other before we decide to spend the rest of our lives together. And they arrogantly said, it ain't going to work that way. I need to be your wife, and I need to be your wife now. Had they been a little bit more patient and humble with me, either one, they would have became my wife.
You can already see that he has some bum babble in him because, sir, you didn't feel the relationship had progressed enough for you to make a decision about whether or not you should marry these individuals, but it had progressed enough for you to procreate with those individuals, and that's a problem. You want to put the horse before the carriage, and then on top of that, he speaks to black men about building a solid foundation within the black community, and he's yet to do that at all. If they would have been patient enough with me, they would have been my wife. No, sir. You was about to waste those women's time. But it gets better because he want two wives.
Desire for two wives, though, is not based on personal need. It's based on political need. I do not plan to cheat when I get married. I respect the institution too much.
Okay.
I know that one woman cannot help me hold down the movement I'm building.
You're going to have to play with two.
Because two ain't difficult at all. And since there's very few heterosexual males who don't have at least two queens, I mean, that's just the reality of the world we live in.
At the end of the day, he's not looking to have any type of commitment. He has the gift of gab. Some of the things that he says is correct, and other things you need to question what he said. He ain't even built the school that he was supposed to build after getting the necessary fundraising. He hasn't shown that he could build a strong foundation within the black community. He hasn't shown that he's able to build a family. He's talking about, the political course that I'm on where. A lot of people like to prop up these activists like they're doing something big. But the true activists, the ones that are really about that life, they are targeted by the dominant society. And I'm getting so sick and tired of these fake activists popping up out of nowhere, and they just got a whole bunch of blah, 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 and no action behind it. Also, I know y'all probably looking at my background and y'all like, you a hypocrite too. You call them people lazy and nasty. This is not my room. My internet is down and I am currently at a family member's house because I needed to film.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter, ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me, because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about? It's unfair. And you know, deadbeat fathers is very common nowadays, especially in the black community, right? We all know Dr. Umar reps the black community or whatever, but you can't rep that if you're not even in your daughter's life. You moving backwards. You're moving backwards.
Deadbeats are common in all communities.
It's not making sense. To the public, you look like this person, but in private, you a whole nother person. And I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old and you have yet to be in my life. No graduations, no parties. When I get married, are you going to be at the wedding? Are you going to walk me down the aisle? Yo, I have a stepdad who has been in my life since a little girl. He has been in my life. And I thank God for him, because my biological father couldn't even do that, y'all. My biological father is not even on my birth certificate, because when my mom had me, he left. And I do have a DNA test. So yes, I can prove that that's my father. I would never get on here and lie to y'all. That's kind of sick and delusional and crazy. But I'm just making this video because I want to find my sister.
You clout chasing. And I don't think this all about your sister. You putting it out here because you are trying to build your TikTok page, right? We just gonna keep it a buck. First you was like, I don't want nothing from him but a conversation. Ma'am, if he ain't been in your life and you have a stepdad that stood up to the plate, that's your dad. That's the one that's gonna walk you down the aisle. That's the one that's there for you. Because Umar, he's not gonna give you the answers that you truly see, because when somebody leaves your life and abandons you, ain't nothing to say. He gonna blame it on your mama. Your mama wouldn't let me. Instead of him taking responsibility and just saying, you know what? I messed up. And of course, he about to be ticked off because he got an image to portray. Do I think that is great that you want to reach out to your little sister? I think it is. I think that you should know your sibling. But I also would caution that just because you want to know your siblings, it doesn't automatically mean that they want to know you.
And when I reached out to him about giving me her number, or if he even had it, I was ignored. So now I guess I have to take matters into my own hands. So if you see this video, sister, please reach out to me, because if he's not going to allow us to be in contact, I'll do it myself. I just want to end this video off by saying that daughters who have deadbeat fathers should not have to go through this. This is very present in the black community. And as an activist, I would not think that you would be a deadbeat because you rep the black community so much. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot be a hypocrite. You can't say do A, but you're doing B. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all already heard my mission for this video. Y'all already heard why I'm making this video. So if she can reach out to me, I would love that. I would love to have a conversation with you, because you are my sister on my father's side that I have never met. I don't even know your name. I don't even know how old you are. I have a sister on my mom's side, and I'm the oldest. I'm pretty sure that my sister that's on my dad's side, I'm probably older than her. I'm supposed to be guiding her. I'm supposed to be teaching her things, because you as the father, you're not doing that. So let me do that as an older sister. But that's the end of this video. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I'm not trying to bash this man. I'm stating facts. Facts. And in the next clip, I will show y'all the screenshot of me trying to reach out to him, and he ignored me after I asked him if he had my sister's phone number. So here you go.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. If this is in fact my daughter, is there a reason why you not messaging me directly from your cell phone? This is my iCloud, but my phone number is blase blase. Text me from your phone. This is Anissa. This is a different number. Why the different number? 267 or 443. Do you have any other children? I would love to meet them. Do you have their numbers? So based on this text message, he's not ignoring you. He did respond and he asked you why you wasn't texting him from your cell phone. And that's a good question to ask, because at first you was like, he don't have my cell phone number. I can't get in contact with him. You were able to get in contact with him. He did have your cell phone number and he asking you why you got different numbers. So he obviously know who you were and you and him had some form of communication. Good gravy day. Is I don't live in prison of other people's opinion. I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life with any of you, as my 15 years as the most relevant and requested scholar, orator, Pan-Africanist in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughs at the expenses of other people. Misery. Neither the Kunocracy nor the utopian struggle streamers community could care less about the truth of this situation. With that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mother to join in on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. I have no problems with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep the same energy and bring her mother to the table. I am sure the truth will be revealed if all three of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all my family court paperwork in case any lies are told. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streaming career is so not cool. Good sir. I told y'all, he was gonna blame the mama. A black man of your standards, the prince of Pan-Africanism, should have went up to the court and been like, hey, my baby mama violating our custody agreement. If you had visitation and custody together, you could have called the police and the police would have went up in that woman's house and got your child, because it was legally your day. Talking about the truth will prevail, sir. It's giving bummery. It's giving you the prince of the bums. Okay, you can't do that. She 22 years old. It's not much more raising to do. You still be active in her life, but another man has already raised.
Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have two daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about? Why is that your only focus? You have two daughters and you are not present in their lives. Let's focus on that, Dr. Umar. Clock that T.
This is the thing, man. You're wrong. I do believe that he should have a conversation with you, but you also have to heal enough to understand that if that conversation never happened, it's his loss. He's missing out on a blessing that you were supposed to be in his life. Do not take responsibility for someone else's decisions.
So I just wanted to come on here with a small update. I just got off the phone with Dr. Umar's other daughter's mother, and she just told me that that's her daughter. So, yes, y'all, I found her. I'm going to give her a call and talk to my sister when she gets out of school. So, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. All that, are you going to show up the DNA test? No, because it's not your business. Why? I don't have to prove nothing to y'all internet folks. I know what it is in real life. So, no, you're not getting a DNA test. What else have I seen? Why are you coming to the internet with this? I already tried to get in contact with him. He shut me down and ignored me. What else I've been seeing? Oh, you trying to tear down Dr. Umar? No, I'm not. He tore himself down by not building a relationship with his own daughter. What's another question I saw? It's a bunch of questions I seen, but y'all don't know nothing. That's my dad. I have the right. And that's my sister. I have the right. Clock it.
Man, you brought up the DNA test. See what I'm saying? I could prove that's my dad. And then when somebody say, well, prove it, you get upset. You can't do that. You should just let it be what it is. Yes, you do have the right to say what you want to say publicly about a man that was supposed to be loving and protecting you and keeping you safe, right? And you can feel however you want to feel about your father. People know Dr. Umar based on the image that he presents. But you do not know him personally and how he gets down in his personal life because he chooses to keep that private. But based on his past actions, I don't understand why some people are surprised. This man scammed people out of money. He was supposed to be building a school. He did not do that. So that right there lets you know he be out here lying. Like, you gotta be so freaking for real. And yes, she deserves to have a relationship with her sister if that's what her younger sister may want with her. And yes, you should get to know your siblings if you have any out there. Even if you don't want to have a close relationship with them, you should know who they are so y'all won't have no incestual relationships. at the very least. Now, Dr. Umar once again responded to this. Dr. Umar, I'm sorry I have to go through this. Can you provide a little insight into what's going on with your daughter right now? Family, this is a money grab, nothing more and nothing less. My daughter and I have been in contact with each other for several years now. She has reached out to me intermittently for the past 8 years or so since high school. My number has not changed in 20 years. This was done intentionally so that my children could always contact me no matter what. Each and every time that I have heard from my child, I've asked to see and spend time with her. She has never accepted my request for a meeting in all of these years. As soon as I mention wanting to see her, the conversation drops immediately until she decides to bless me with another random text message the following year. I all felt that I was being intentionally played with, but continued to press for the opportunity to meet her. She did once provide me some insight when she texted me, "My mother doesn't want me communicating with you at all. Currently, she is being completely dishonest and acting like I haven't been trying to connect with her. Every time I've asked to see her, she cut off the conversation. This went on for nearly a decade. If you are able to text your father randomly when you feel like it, why couldn't you text him a graduation invite or meet with him just once? Good sir, you're the father. She's the child. She's 22 years old. When she was texting you 7 years ago, she was a minor. I don't feel like doing the math in my head, y'all. Hold on. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 years old. You could have went to the courts. You should have been texting her consistently, asking her how her day was, what she's doing, what is she involved in, do you need any money, do you have any events coming up, how's school, how's this, how's that. How about you take some responsibility? It is not your daughter's job to be reaching out to you. You should be reaching out to your daughter. If your daughter isn't responding, you should reach out to her mother and surprise her. How about you find out when her graduation is? Do your job. This is ticking me off. What do you need a graduation invite for? You wasn't there. You wasn't there making sure her homework was done. You wasn't there helping her with her homework. You wasn't taking her to school. You wasn't paying for school clothes, backpacks, etc. But you want a graduation invite after all of the work then being done. Is you stupid or is you dumb? Like, what, dog? Ain't no freaking way. It's ridiculous. This is the type of bum babble I be talking about. They never take responsibility. Never. Just 24 to 48 hours prior to this money grab campaign of hers, I have posted several voiceover videos from various sisters on social media. I have never posted so many of them at once before. Additionally, I posted a screenshot of my monthly Instagram views, which is around 18 million views monthly. My daughter, seeing all of the free publicity these women were receiving, seized upon the opportunity to help herself to some free promotion as well through a slanderous campaign against her father for views and money. If this situation is about getting some answers, why are you bragging about all the views your slander videos are getting? And why are you telling people they have to pay you $5K for an interview? Because she's trying to get her money up, good sir. And to be honest with you, you a deadbeat dad. People be taking advantage of that word father and mother. You are her biological father, but you was never her dad. You was never active in her life. You never experienced fatherhood. Like, she don't owe you nothing. She don't owe you any type of respect. The audacity. If I was her, I'd be using your name too. That's the least you could do. In the black household, you always hear this scripture quoted when it comes to parents. Children, obey your parent, for this is right. Honor thy mother and father, so your days can be lifted. See, they be quoting that, but they keep missing out on the fourth verse. And it say, you fathers, provoke not your children to wrath. Bring them up in nurture and admiration in the Lord. Deadbeat fathers be provoking their children to wrath. You done provoked this little girl to wrath. And by one, not being present. And then on top of that, two, being a hypocrite, telling people what they ought to be doing and you not even doing it. Now, if you messed up with her, you could say, hey, you know what? I dropped the ball with my first daughter. I'm sorry. I tried to make it up to her, because the only thing you could do is apologize and just be an ear and present when she reaches out to you, and you could also reach out to her and be consistent from that standpoint. But the one one in high school, I hope that you're present in that little girl's life because she's still a minor. And that would be you showing that, yeah, I messed up here, but I fixed it. I was present. I wasn't waiting for her to call me. I called her. I knew when her graduation was. I sent her some money. I told her how proud I was that she was graduating. That's the one that you could fix your deadbeatery with. But I doubt very seriously he did that.
My true supporters, it ain't that many of my true supporters. But for my true supporters, I want y'all to stay focused. There's a lot of slander going on. There's a lot of lies being pushed out there. There's people trying to use my name to build themselves up. I just want you to be really, really careful right now. Be patient, stay focused. Be patient, stay focused. Be patient, stay focused, brothers and sisters. Y'all know me too well. Y'all know my love for children is too strong. Y'all know me too well for anybody to be coming out the woodworks telling you they've been trying to reach me when my number has been public for 20 years. Listen, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to listen. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. So anybody telling you they've been trying to reach me and my phone number hasn't changed in 20 years, mind you, I speak at graduations in Philadelphia all the time. I'm on the street in Philadelphia all the time. I have events in Philadelphia all the time. I got family in Philadelphia everywhere. And you've been trying to find me? Stop the cap now.
He said his numbers ain't changed in 20 years. For all of y'all that invested in his school, y'all know what number to call. He done spoke at other kids' graduations and attended other kids' graduations, but he ain't attended his own daughter's graduation. You go off, Dr. Umar. You let him know. He got invited to other people's kids' graduations, but he didn't get invited to his own daughter's graduation. Oh my gosh, good sir. You ain't starting to see the problem here?
Can we please stop the cap, brothers and sisters? Can we please
Stop it.
the cap, brothers and sisters? But let me say this. The quickest way for you to get blocked or put on the FDMG Book of Negro list, the quickest way for you to get blocked or get put on the FDMG Book of Negro list, shout out to my Stockholm, Sweden Africans. I'm so happy to be in Stockholm, Sweden. I can't wait to take some pictures with our beautiful Stockholm African queens, our beautiful Scandinavian queens. I heard the Norway Africans is coming. We got Paris Africans coming. We got London Africans coming. We got Scottish Africans coming. We got Irish Africans coming. Pull up Saturday. It's going down. Ghanaian independence. King Kong consciousness. But let me say this. Let me say this. If you mind my personal business, I don't care who you are. I strongly recommend you mind your business. Because if you don't, you will be blocked.
Oh my gosh.
And put in the Book of Negroes. Oh no. Oh no. As you see on my social media, I've been blocking people who think my business is their business. And if I block you, you automatically in the Book of Negroes. So take a risk at your own peril. But I will say this.
God don't it. I done been put in the Book of Negroes and been blocked by Dr. Umar Ifantunde. Black Queens Forever, Snow But Never. My gosh. And he done been put in a book of bums for this bum babble he coming up with. God don't it. His personal business. Sir, didn't nobody get into your personal business? Your daughter exposed y'all personal business. I didn't wake up and be like, oh my gosh, is Dr. Umar a bum or not? No. The Prince of Pan-Africanism has blocked me. Woo! What shall I do? God don't it.
Where is Mama Smurf at? Get daughter Smurf and Mama Smurf and then Papa Smurf, and we're gonna have a nice conversation in front of the world. Let's get to the bottom of this. And I'm going to bring white man paperwork. Oh, yes. I have all of my white man paperwork. So, baby Smurf, please get Mama Smurf, and Papa Smurf is going to pull up. And let's have the conversation. Okay? Okay? Let's have a conversation for the whole world. That's all we got to do. But later for that, if anybody needs to reach me while I'm in Sweden, you can still text me. If you need to reach me while I'm in Sweden, you can still text me 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858.
See, she was texting the wrong number. She should have texted that number and asked them, do he have any more keys? No, because she was about to get blocked. Talking about Papa Smurf gonna show up. You know, DeadBeat Smurf gonna show up. Because Papa Smurf, he had all them kids and he knew all their names and he was consistent in their life. Now, mind you, he said, I'm gonna bring the white man's paperwork. You bringing paperwork that say you paid your child support does not mean that you were a father to her. And that doesn't mean it null and voids anything, any of her claims. He also admits the communication between them has been non-existent. It was due to a lack of trying on his part. She would text him randomly. He ain't say, I consistently text her and she ignored me. We got to stop with this, sir. You should have just went ahead and just apologized publicly and went on about your day.
Let them drag my name through the mud. I love the mud. As a child, I used to play in the mud. Let them drag Nana Payana's name through the mud. Because one thing we know about the mud is all living things get their nutrients from the mud. The lotus flower comes up out the mud. Where does the lotus flower come? It comes from the mud of the ocean, the mud of the river, and it comes it pushes through the mud up to the sun. So I ain't got no problem with people throwing my name in the mud. I love the mud. I love the soil. Didn't God make the black man and black woman from the black mud, the black soil? So let them throw my name in. Let them curse me and mock me. Let them ridicule me and slander me. Brothers and sisters, the closer we get to FDMG, the closer we get to FDMG, the closer we get to FDMG, the more slander there will be. I said the closer we get to FDMG, the more slander there will be.
I guess FDMG is like a conference he's on or something, because I don't know what the heck he's talking about. I don't pay attention to Dr. Umar. He just told me where bums come from. The dirt.
So we get to FDMG, the more slander that we will see, brothers and sisters. And I'm built for it. The son of Ogun. I got my 2 spiritual machetes ready. If they want to send children to do their dirty work, send the children. If they want to send the children to do their dirty work, send the children. Send who you must. But if you don't know by now, if you don't know by now, if you don't know by now who the chosen one of this generation is, you must be dumb, deaf, and blind.
Yeah, I must be, because I know you ain't saying this. You. Nah, no, sir. You got to take accountability. Slander is something that's not true. If you were not present in your daughter's life outside of child support, it's giving mom. Your child need both of her parents actively involved in her life parenting. Parenting isn't just spending money on the child. You being there for them emotionally and physically. Maybe they need a hug from their daddy. Maybe they need to just have a simple talk to you one-on-one because they having a bad day. It's you showing up to their event. It's you asking them how they day go. Even if you get a one-liner And the reality is, this is a consequence of him not being present in his child's life. This is all that is. And then instead of him taking accountability, he's thinking somebody's just trying to get him and slander him because he's on such a great path and he's doing such great things for the world. No, you got to take accountability. That's all you can do. You can't get those years back. She's 22 years old and you have what? Somebody that's in high school. With the 22-year-old, you can apologize and you can try to establish a relationship. That's it. With her as an adult.
If you don't know who the ancestors sent in this generation, I can't speak to the previous generation, and I can't speak to the next generation. But in this generation, I think we all know who the chosen one is, brothers and sisters. But like I
And it's
said,
not you.
the best thing you can do, or the worst thing you can do, is mind my business. Because I'm going to block your ass.
Oh, God.
And you're going to be in the Book of Negroes.
Oh, goodness, no.
Okay? Trying to build your struggle streamer career off of my back, coming up out of nowhere, acting like you've been looking for me. Get Mama Smurf. When can the three of us have a sit down? I'm ready for this. When can Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Baby Smurf have a sit down? Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. When can we do the sit down? When can we do the sit down? Been paying child support since you came out the womb. DeadBeat who? When can we have a sit down?
Gosh, bro.
Child support started, you wasn't even out your mama yet, and she took me to child support. DeadBeat who?
Before she came out the womb, she went to child support. First, she got to establish paternity, so the girl had to be born first for you to even be forced to pay child support. And then y'all worked out visitation and custody for your child that you apparently didn't abide by, but you was willing to pay child support. So I guess in your mind, that means that you're not a deadbeat. See, because the white man paperwork is only going to show you was due to have her on these days. Now you going to have to re-explain why you didn't get her on those days and why you didn't take the extra step forward, being the upstanding black man that you are, to enforce that custody agreement.
DeadBeat who? Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about? Where is Mama Smurf? Where is Mama Smurf? Can we please have a sit down? Brothers and sisters, you can fool some of the people all the time, and you can fool all the people some of the time. You can fool some of the people all the time, and you can fool all the people some of the time. You can fool all the people some of the time, and you can fool some of the people all the time. But you can't fool the Prince of Pan-Africanism any of the time.
And you can't fool the queen of brutal honesty, because I'm going to call you out on your crap. He's up here pretty gaslighting y'all, and he needs to be called out. You have to practice what you preach. Some of the things that he says is absolutely true about black men needing to step up and needing to do this, that, and other, and about black women as well. But at the same point, sir, you have to walk it. You have to live it. Talking about custody case this big, like, sir, no. You could have got the mama up on violation. It's giving cap to me. He wasn't trying to be no father.
Calling me names? Using profanity?
You just finished cussing.
Really? Really? Disrespectful mouth? Because you want to build your career. Okay. No problem. Build your career, princess. I want you to be happy. I want you to do what you must do, but you're not going to lie on me. You're not going to lie on me. Lord have mercy. Social media. I told you to mind your business. When I say mind your business, I mean mind your business.
When you are a public figure, all of this minding your business nonsense is delusional. Because when you talk about the stuff that he talks about and trying to hold other black men and the black community responsible for some of their downfalls, you have to be held accountable for your downfalls as well. And you have to be willing to stand on business. I told you to mind your business. You're not gonna lie on me. You a clout chaser. Disrespectful mouth. Cussing, this, that, and other. Maybe she wouldn't have a disrespectful mouth cussing if you would have been present in her life and raising her in the way she should go.
Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists. Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists. We will do anything for attention. We will do, I'm not getting on nobody live, sister. Let me say this again. Y'all still don't understand. Y'all still at ease, my queen. At ease, my queen. At ease, my queen. Where my Stockholm Africans at? I think I'm going out tonight. Where my Stockholm Africans at? What's popping tonight? We got any black events in Sweden tonight? I think I'm going to walk the streets and pull up tonight. Well, we got some spoken word. We got a conscious cipher. We got a Pan-African powwow. Is there a Pan-African powwow somewhere in Sweden tonight? At ease, my queen. At ease, my queen. I'm not going on nobody's live. If you don't know nothing about me after all these years, you should know one thing. Dr. Umar don't give a damn about what you think of him. I could care less. I love y'all. I love you now. Don't get it twisted. I love my people, my African people, but I don't give a what you think of me. I want to be clear now.
Oh, she got her filthy mouth from her daddy because you on here cussing. You're not going to get in my business, but you want to hold people accountable. You want to be a leader. Oh, if you uphold a certain standard, you have to live by that. A lot of people say don't judge. When the scriptures tell you judge not unless ye also be judged. So if he's harshly judging the situation, he has to be judged by that same standard. And based on how he talks about black men not being in their children's lives and how they need to be handled, people need to hold him to that exact same standard. He's a bum. Child support or not, he wasn't there for his daughter. Forget the mother. You got to do what you got to do for your child. Father's father. They don't make excuses. They just get up and they do it. And they handle it the way they need to handle it. They don't get stopped by adversity. They step over it. Oh, she's violating the custody order. A father that's really trying to be in his child's life and he chose to knock up somebody that's ignorant. Should have chose better. Would have called the police and went to court and said, hey, she's violating this order. And she would have got in trouble for what? Parental alienation? A black man shouldn't have to fight to see his kids. Okay, well, you do. Now, what you gonna do about it? Go ahead and fight the good fight. Go ahead and be about that life and handle your business. Stop with the cap. It's ridiculous. Your child deserves better.
Your opinion matters not. At ease, my queen. Your opinion matters not.
He repeats himself 3 times, if y'all notice. Why, I don't know. But if you know, put it in the comment section.
And if you can't tell the difference between somebody hurting and somebody looking for an opportunity, and if you can't tell the difference between somebody hurting and somebody looking for an opportunity, and if you can't tell the difference between somebody hurting and somebody looking for an opportunity, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. I don't have time for no podcast, my brother. I'm not starting no podcast. Stop trying to turn me into a YouTubian. Dr. Umar, what I need a podcast for when I got more YouTube videos than anybody alive? Why? For what? What I need a podcast for? Why am I interviewing people when I know more than they know? Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, like he know why that school still ain't been built. He talking about y'all trying to turn him into a YouTubian when he's a fraudian and a deadbeat, okay? Got a whole bunch of titles that he's currently working on. A scamridian. Y'all sent that man y'all money and he still ain't came up with that school. My gosh. Oh my goodness.
Why is the scholar interviewing the non-scholar? I don't need no podcast. I'm an activist, institution builder. FDMG is coming.
He said he done built the institution. Boy, he got a whole name for it and it ain't popped up yet.
FDMGs. Where is the mother at? I can't believe all you YouTubians and nobody asked this child, where is your mother? Can we hear from your mother? Where is the mother? Nobody's asking for the mama.
Sir, she 22 years old. What do we need to ask for her mother for? She's 22. She can speak for herself. You acting like she's not able to articulate how she feels about you, and she didn't come to that conclusion on her own. Some of y'all men need to accept that some of y'all kids do not like you. And it's not because of nothing they mother said, it's because of your own action. It always the mother, the mother, the mother. No, it's the father, the father, the father. Your kids don't mess with you because of your action. She could see that you wasn't there for her graduation. She could see that you didn't attend important events in her life. She could see all of that. She's not oblivious. Goodness gracious. What you want the mother to say? Oh, she was right. See, what he want the mother to do is to come out so he can call her bitter and say she fed my daughter these lies about me. And that's why she feel the way she feel. I fought for you. I paid child support for you.
Nobody's asking for the mama. Y'all just so anxious to see me belittled. Y'all just so interested in seeing me disgraced. Nobody even said, where's the mama? Can we talk to your mama? Can we talk to your mama? Nobody's asking for the mama. Where is the mama?
Where is the father? Oh, it's you. Why we gotta talk to the mother when we could talk to Papa Smurf like you said? Go ahead and break it down for us. Your daughter didn't call her mama out. She called her pappy out.
Where is the mama? Go on her page and say, where is your mama? What is your mama's Instagram? We want to ask her some questions. Where's your mama's face? Where is the mother? And none of y'all asking no questions. None of y'all asking no questions. This is how you know that this is not about the truth. This is how you know this is not about the truth. She living in the mama house.
Okay.
And nobody asking where the mama at. Lord have mercy. This is, look, you can't make this up. You you living in the mama house and nobody says, where's your mama? Not one time. Not one time, brothers and sisters.
Was we expecting for her to be living in her deadbeat daddy house? They asked the father and the father said, the quickest way for you to be blocked is for you to be in my personal business. The quickest way for you to be blocked is for you to be in my personal business. And then you gonna get added to the Book of Negroes. That's what her pappy said. If the mama did come out, the only thing he gonna do is call her bitter and call her a liar. This is the relationship between you and your daughter. And because she is grown, there is no need for an intermediary. Y'all can now come together and have a conversation one-on-one without her mama giving input. Ain't that an opportunity? You deadbeat.
Where the mama at? She know the story. Mama know. Mama
You know the story.
knows.
You know.
Mama know. Where mama at? But you know what?
What?
Okay. You got a weave in your head. I want you to get that crusty weave off your head.
Sir, you dye
You know,
your beard.
I'm in Sweden with my Swedish Africans. Can't wait to see everybody. I'm going for a tour tomorrow. Mind your business. Nobody's looking for me. Everybody knows my number. Everybody knows where I be. My schedule has been online for 15 years. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. My schedule has been online for 15 years. My phone number has been the same for 20 years.
And for some reason, out of those 15 years, your daughter's graduation wasn't on your schedule.
My schedule has been online for 15 years. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. I give my phone number out 20 times a lecture. My phone number is posted every week, multiple times. If y'all can't see through these lies, If y'all can't see through these lies, brothers and sisters, if y'all can't see through these lies, Lord have mercy. Lord, I'm just happy 68 years of Ghanaian independence. 68 years of Ghanaian independence. I am so proud to be in the United States of acrimony. What is it with me in the United States of acrimony? What is it with the Prince of Pan-Africanism and the United States of acrimony? Every time I leave the North American continent, some shit pops off. Every time I leave the North American continent, some pops off. Every time I leave the North American continent, some pops off. Have y'all noticed that? So when I leave the country, every time I leave America, something pops off. But I'm going to give y'all a few questions to ask. A few questions.
Okay.
If his number hasn't changed in 20 years, why haven't you called for an in-person conversation?
If you know your daughter has existed for 22 years, why haven't you picked up your phone and called her consistently? Why haven't you picked up your phone instead of text? Called her mama. Because you keep asking where her mama at, where her mama at. Call her mama and set up a personal meeting with your daughter. Better yet, if you ain't a deadbeat and you been paying child support, why do you need to call your daughter to set up a personal meeting when you had a custody agreement? And the only thing you got to do is just roll up at to her school and tell her to get in the car and come on so y'all can go out to eat and talk. If you were so actively involved. Because that's what fathers can do.
You wait until now. Why is that? Why did you wait until now? His number has been the same for 20 years.
Because she felt like it.
Why did you wait until now? That's another question. Now, where is your mother?
Minding her business.
I'm looking forward to the conversation. I'm looking forward to the conversation. I'm in Stockholm right now.
Her mother was busy mothering. She ain't get online and ask about her mother.
I'm in Stockholm right now. Do-do-do-do-do. Well, I'm not going to entertain this. I got to maintain this. Baby Smurf, I want to meet you and Mama Smurf anywhere in Philly. Y'all choose the restaurant. The treat is on me. We can go to Cherry Hill. We can go to, y'all want to come to Wilmington? I tell you what, Baby Smurf and Mama Smurf, I want to come and take y'all on an exclusive tour of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Baby Smurf and Mama Smurf, I want to take y'all on a tour of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. And
then they ain't ever getting that tour. The update with the school is the same. We're near the finish. We're taking care of the last little things. Every time you think you're done, something else comes up. So I'm done putting dates on it. Because every day I put on it, it never comes to fruition. We're near the finish line. Boy, and this was June 24th, 2024, girl. You ain't gonna ever view that academy. I want to give you a tour.
I want to take you
That'll
to
do it.
lunch. Can we work that out? Baby Smurf. Baby Smurf, I want you to get off of social media for a minute. Stop looking ridiculous. Get off social media for a minute, Baby Smurf. Stop looking ridiculous. And I want you to get Mama Smurf. And on Thursday, 1 week from today, I'm calling you out. You and Mama Smurf. I want a respectable private FDMG tour and luncheon. Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and Big Papa. Wilmington, Delaware. Wilmington, Delaware. Let's put it into this right now. Let's see who really telling the lies around here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and Big Papa, can we please meet on Thursday? You got red hair. There's nothing more disrespectful than your red hair. A black woman with red hair, you must be Satan's wife. A black woman with red hair, you must be Satan's wife. And I bet you your husband got 3 raisins on his top lip, a crust stash. You got red hair and your husband got 3 raisins on his top lip, a crust stash. Happy 68th Ghanaian independence. I said happy 68th.
This one ignorant man. But let me tell y'all, I hope that they fix their grievance with one another.
Y'all, this is what my dad responded to me. Good evening, princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father. So you decide to reach out to me because I outed you. You had all this time. You had all these chances to reach out to your daughter, but because I outed you on social media, now you want to sit down for lunch? You're a fraud. You're a hypocrite. You are everything that you say that you aren't. And you got on live responding to me, talking about some struggle stream, talking about some, oh, I'm known in North Philly. If y'all needed to find me, y'all could have found me. Why the what do I have to find you for, sir? When you're my dad. Right? Like, now you want to have a talk because I outed you. Hold black men accountable. Hold them accountable. Y'all,
He not getting that meeting. That meeting ain't gonna happen because she hurt and she does not want to hear anything he has to say. He reached out to you to plan a meeting. Either you gonna accept the meeting or you not. You called him out. He answered the call, whether it was because of his image being ruined or whatever the case may be. You got what you wanted. As always, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and stay blessed.